Hi everyone, Az here from HeelvsBabyface. So this week's videos have been, for the most part, pretty deep in terms of subject matter. And with today being a Saturday, a weekend, some time for us to rest and relax and stuff, thought I'd try something different. So before we get into today's video, I'm going to react to a movie trailer that's been released this week. Fingers crossed, it'll all put us in a bit of a good mood, and then we can go into the video with a spring in our step and all that kind of stuff. So, my friend's loaded one up for me. Let's have a look. You can f*** right off. Hi there. What are you looking at me like that for? Stop it. Cut it out. Right. Let's get into today's video, shall we? The final co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment has left, or is going to, leave the company. No, it's not. Allen Adham is still at the company as. Okay. Let's just redefine this. Allen Adham was the first co-founder to leave Blizzard Entertainment. And he went into the wonderful world of completely not dodgy hedge funds in finance, because they're not remotely dodgy. There's been no problems ever with hedge funds and dodginess whatsoever. I'm not saying that Alan. I'm just saying this. And he came back to Blizzard, and what came back to Blizzard, I don't know, but it was a man that came out at BlizzCon and threatened his customers. We will be taking the best developers off projects. We will be pushing it to China, and we will be doing mobile games. All right? All right, Alan. All right, mate. All right. And then, of course, Mike Morhaime stepped away from his role as CEO, but went into an advisory capacity. Didn't stay there for long at all. Left, and his non-compete clause has recently run out. And he's, said maybe this got a few ideas, maybe, who knows. And now Frank is leaving the company. Frank Pearce, who was asked to join Blizzard when Mike and Allen put the idea together. Now, what is very telling, of course, is that Mike and Frank's departures have been very close to each other. I'm not saying that it's a coincidence, but it's a bit of a coincidence. And we know that Activision is getting kind of more and more fingers into Blizzard. That sounds really dodgy. Sounds really weird. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. But it does feel like, more like actually, Activision's getting its fingers around their throat, Blizzard's throat. And it doesn't kind of feel like the company it used to be. For me, for somebody that's been playing Blizzard Entertainment games since 2007, World of Warcraft 2007, so that's 12 years. This company's changed a lot, and I can't say that it's for the better at all, as we can see from the countless videos that have been about them in recent times regarding this, that, and the other. But I just want to try and tackle Frank's letter of departure without too much cynicism. But even in the letter, there are some areas that you can pretty much start to read between the lines, which I'll get to. I mean, but this is what I see. If you see different, fair enough. But let's get into it, shall we? The time has come for me to step away from Blizzard and pass the torch to the next generation of leaders. Oh, Jesus Christ, please don't. No, don't. Sorry. Cynicism aside, sorry. My journey as part of the Blizzard community began over 28 years ago. Allen offered me an opportunity to join him and Mike in their adventure and dream to make video games. Video games were a passion that we shared. Well, Allen's definitely got a passion for mobile gaming in China. Sorry, the cynicism. Sorry, no cynicism. And I had only a fleeting hope that I would have the opportunity to make games one day. The decision was easy for me. I did not have the benefit of interest searches to help start me down the path. Allen's offer letter was the best and only chance I thought I might ever have. Looking back, I know how incredibly fortunate I was to have been part of what Blizzard has become. It's a very, obviously, humble beginning to his departure, and it is nice to see. And sincerely, I do want to thank Frank and Mike and stuff, because, that Blizzard Entertainment that I fell in love with back in 2007, that captivated me with the World of Warcraft, that they were incredible times, legitimately incredible times. Obviously, times change. But back in those days, honestly, to me, they could do no wrong because of what they put out with the product. But there we go. Our efforts were always guided by well-intentioned purpose. Now, this is where I kind of read between the lines. You might disagree here, but it kind of feels as if he's saying, and I'm not trying to put words in Frank's mouth, but it kind of feels like he's saying, I know what it feels like now, but our efforts were always well guided in those days. So, okay, I actually believe that. I absolutely 100% believe that. We made games that we wanted to play, believing that like-minded people would also want to play those games. Like Allen wants to play mobile games, and the best developers in Blizzard are also not playing PC anymore, they're playing mobile. That's not a lot of horse shit, Alan! Okay, sorry. The cynicism. Sorry. Today, we characterize it more specifically with the ambitious vision of bringing the world together through epic entertainment. Well, yeah, today you just have sound bites and such and so forth. Back in those days, you had passion and a dream. I am so proud to have had the chance to positively impact the lives of so many people through the experiences they've created. That's absolutely true. I had massive positive experiences with the World of Warcraft from 2007 to, without break, really, 2010, 2011. And then, obviously, it's been scattered in between. My time at Blizzard encompasses the entirety of both my professional career and my adult life. I have countless fondest memories. Working with the best developers in the world on the best franchises in the world definitely stands out. Even more prominent are my memories of our first BlizzCon, when I realised the special importance of the people and communities that have become part of the experience for our players. Sad that they've forgotten now, Frank, but I do appreciate the thought there. Words cannot express the gratitude I feel to have been involved with Blizzard, our games, our employees, and most importantly, our community. Before Blizzard, I struggled to find a place in which I felt I belonged. Now I know I will always have a place, as will many other people. Thank you to all of you for providing me with the sense of inclusion I require as a person. Yeah, if you ever watch I'm going to paraphrase this very quickly. If you ever watch my WoW and Me video, which I did, which is one of the very few times where I let my guard down and actually open up to you. I was going through a very difficult time around about 2007. Very difficult time indeed. And WoW wasn't just a great game, but I felt part of something. I felt as if I had this wonderful kind of like cushion of community and people that I could lose myself with and immerse myself in different worlds and put the troubles that it's having in my personal life aside. So I do with full heart on kind of empathize with Frank in that sense. I've been lucky enough to work with Jay, who ruined Star Wars Jedi and told us what to do. Never mind. And Ray for many years, and now it is their responsibility how to define the adventure, how to define how the adventure continues. As you can see, the shake of the head says everything. They are game development leaders that are incredibly talented, experienced, and truly understand what is foundationally most important for Blizzard and our community. And right, I know he's got to try and big him up, but you're talking about a guy who's now running the show that said to people, oh, by the way, you don't want this. And we're on the cusp in 4 or 5 weeks' time of Classic WoW releasing again because people would rather play that than the current product. You don't want that. You want the slop that we're giving you now. No, this guy does not understand the community at all. I know that the future of Blizzard will be amazing under their guidance. Let's just say platitudes. There are many exciting initiatives in the works, and I can't wait to see the end results, if they don't get cancelled. Sorry, I'm trying so hard to release the cynicism here. Everything I've done at Blizzard has been driven by my passion. I have worked very hard and very passionately for a very long time. Now is the time for me to reflect and be thoughtful about what comes next. I plan to spend more time active in the outdoors. I mean, that's a good plan, dude. I need to have the same motivation as you there. I'd like to learn to play an instrument. I like that attitude. I've been thinking about that recently. Legit. I have been actually thinking about learning to play a musical instrument. I hope to devote more time to aspects of my life that may not have gotten as much attention in the past. Hopefully he's talking about family. One thing is for certain, I will continue to be part of the Blizzard family. My request, this is the weird paragraph. My request and hope for all of you is that you continue living the Blizzard values. Which ones? Because Frank, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here, mate, but you know, the Blizzard of 2007, the Blizzard of 2000, the Blizzard of 1995 is incredibly different from the Blizzard of 2019, if it is at all Blizzard. And that you be kind and respectful to one another. Well, that starts at your end. I mean, I know you're leaving, but that starts at your end. And when the community is looking completely disrespected, that is how they're going to treat people back. As you experience what Blizzard creates in the future, Blizzard is a special place and a special community, and everyone with whom you interact is important to the Blizzard journey as it continues forward. Well, unless, of course, you have the community managers that will only listen to people that kiss their ass, and they're the only important things, and turning the whole games into the cynicism. Stop with the cynicism, Az. Thanks to everyone for the wonderful past I have enjoyed, and thank you in advance for the great future I expect we will share. Play nice, play fair. Whatever. Frank. So, au revoir, Frank. Look, I know what he's trying to say. Obviously, you know, he's talking to a jaded... he's talking to a jaded person. Somebody that, I've seen too much shit in my time, Frank. I've seen what it used to be like, and now I'm here on the front lines again, fighting the war. I knew I've seen what it used to be like, and what it is now is completely different. Then we get some words from J. Allen Brack, which I'll just briefly go through because, you know, screw him. But look at this really bizarre beginning. He just talks, you know, and then he goes, Frank can be intimidating and sometimes come across as a bit gruff. Underneath is a person of deep feeling. So it's just like, why are you saying on the surface he comes across like a twat? But he's nice on the inside. Is that trying to mirror something? Some people that might come across like a complete twat are actually nice on the inside. Please. Yes. So it's kind of like, to me, it feels like this is it, you know, because like I said, when Allen Adham returned to Blizzard, that show, that performance, whatever it was that he gave at BlizzCon last year, that wasn't a man who was interested in making games for the people out there at BlizzCon. That was a man whose only interest was to make money in China with cheaply made tacky tat, which is the route that he wants to go down. So to me, the Allen Adham that left back in wherever it was, 2000 or whatever it was, that's when he left the company. And of course, now we've got Mike and Frank leaving in close vicinity of each other. So to me, this is the end of an era. To me, this is the end of the OG Blizzard. It is now complete and utterly in the hands of J. Allen Activision puppet. And yeah, I mean, they've got a lot to live up to at this BlizzCon. They've got to knock it out the park. They should have Diablo 4. I don't know if people are going to get too excited for the announcement of the next World of Warcraft expansion. Obviously, the people there will, but I don't know what the reaction will be to the, like, you know, the lay person who plays WoW. Maybe a new IP, possibly Overwatch 2 announcement as well. You know, it should be this year. It should be an amazing BlizzCon to see where Blizzard are going to go going forward, but trying times are ahead with this company. Trying times are ahead because back in Mike and Frank and OG Allen's day, they were looking to be market leaders. Now Blizzard just looks to be, you know, a market follower, a market trend follower, which is what a lot of AAA game companies seem to be nowadays. And they let the smaller companies do the innovating as best they can. Crazy, crazy stuff. But good luck, Frank. Seriously, good luck for the future. Thank you so much for what you've given. And wouldn't it be interesting if a few weeks from now, and this is complete speculation, conjecture, if suddenly Mike and Frank were seen together, having a chat, a coffee. Who knows? So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.